Going to hysterics or something?
Miss Michaels, where were you this evening, particularly around 9 o'clock?
I had an 8 o'clock seminar in English tonight in Baltic Hall. I guess I left there about 2 minutes to 9, and I happened to meet Hawley.
Dr. C. Edson Hawley?
Yes, I have a class in chemistry with him. We walked out the west gate together, and his car was parked there, so he drove me home.
You got into Dr. Hawley's car about 6 or 7 minutes after 9.
Yes.
Drive straight home?
The clock on the table there said exactly 20 minutes after 9 when I came in.
Clock keeps pretty good time. Did Dr. Hawley come up to your apartment with you?
Certainly not.
How long did you talk out front?
I merely thanked him and came upstairs.
Of course you realize, Miss Michaels, that if you know anything, now's the time to spill it.
I told you, Captain, I know nothing.
Very well. Don't tell me she don't know something. And how do you figure that swell apartment?
Well, maybe she has money. There's no law against it.
And that meeting with Hawley. Boy, I'd love to get something on that bird.
Say, I forgot my hat. Wait for me in the car, will you?
Sure. I'm going over to the faculty club. You want to trail along?
Oh, I'll only be a minute. Oh, I'm sorry to bother you. I left my hat.
I'll get it for you. I said I'd get it for you.
I'll get it myself.
Do you realize you forced your way into my apartment?
I'll talk what you want. Well, it didn't take you long to get here, did it?
I wish you'd mind your own business, Bill.
Perhaps this is my business.
You've no right to drag me into this mess.
You're already in it, Lillian.
That's not true, Bill.
All right, I'm wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Anyway, I want to see you later. Where'll you be?
Oh, I may be home, or I may be at the club. You can look for me.
All right. I'll find you.
A most unpleasant business, isn't it? There must have been dozens of people around the Campanile when it happened.
I was there myself, and no one came out of the tower.
Lucky boy. The paper says that Jennings couldn't have killed himself.
Did you happen to know him, Dr. Hawley?
He was in my class in chemistry. A poor student. I was about ready to drop him.
Is Miss Ann Michaels in the class, too?
See here, Captain. Surely you're not intimating that Miss Michaels is involved in the case.
Just talk to this Ann Michaels. I'll bet my star she held out on me.
Miss Michaels did know Jennings, and I believe went out with him now and then. But as far as her being in any way, either willingly or inadvertently involved in the murder, why, it's absurd.
Say, you seem to think a lot of this Ann Michaels.
You're ready to take a great deal for granted, Mr. Kine. I suppose Miss Michaels told you that I drove her home?
Yes.
I did drive her home. But if you assume that my meeting with her was anything but accidental, you're wrong. Miss Michaels means no more to me than any other girl in my class. Is there anything else, Captain?
No. I just want to know where she was when Jennings was shot.
We drove to her home slowly. I dare say any number of witnesses could be found who saw us.
That's not necessary. Not now, anyhow. Coming, Bill?
Oh, my car's only a block from here. I might as well pick it up while I'm out this way.
Thank you, Doctor. Good night.
The captain's a bit worked up, isn't he, Bill?
Well, who wouldn't be? First, an impossible murder. And second, how'd he get away?
I'm not good at guessing.
You'd like to tackle this case, wouldn't you, Dr. Hawley?
Frankly, yes.
Well, why don't you?
I haven't been asked to.
Well, is that necessary?
I have no more right to investigate this affair than any other private citizen.
Oh, but you're a well-known criminologist.
Personally interested, Bill?
Professionally interested, Doc.
Well, when the time comes when you can prove to me that Captain Kine is bungling things, perhaps I shall take it.
Might not be long. Good night.
Good night.
Hello, Lillian. Thanks. Listen, kid. You know you can trust me, don't you?
I think so.
You know you can. You know I'm all for you, too, don't you?
Yes.
Come here. I'm crazy about you.
Dirty shame to interrupt you like this, Bill.
Oh, what a swell friend you turned out to be.
Oh, listen, darling, I didn't
Now, children, be good, be good.
You know where you can go?
Now, I want to ask the young lady some questions, and while I'm asking them, I want you to keep your trap shut.
I may and I may not. What do you think of that?
I may bust you one in the jaw.
You'll think twice before you do.
You want me to put the bracelets on him, Chief?
No, go ahead and search the apartment. Now, you two sit down. I want to ask some questions. I want to quarrel with you, Bill. You did me a good turn tonight.
I don't get it.
You wouldn't. You don't have to be so upstage, Miss Boyne.
Oh, come on, Ed. Quit stalling and get to the point.
I will. When you left the club after talking to Hawley, I put a tail on you.
On me?
Yeah. Going back to that hat didn't fool me any. I don't blame you for being burned up.
Why should you want me tailed?
Because you knew something about this case that I didn't. Read this. Found it in Jennings' pocket a while ago.
I suppose you've decided who wrote it.
When I found that note, I hadn't the slightest idea who Lillian was. But when you visited here, I put two and two together, and nice reasoning for a flatfoot, eh, Bill?
Beautiful, kind, beautiful. But how do you know this Lillian's the one that wrote that note?
Want to see?
I'm not a handwriting expert, and I'm sure you're not.
I don't think a handwriting expert is necessary, is it, Miss Boyd?
If you're asking if I wrote that note, the answer is yes.
Now, want to sit down and talk to me a while?
I don't want to. I suppose I shall have to.
You don't have to say a word, Lillian.
Suppose, Miss Boyne, you tell me exactly what your relations were with this man.
Relations?
Oh, I didn't mean that. Just how well did you know Mal Jennings?
He's a casual friend.
You're accustomed to writing notes like this to casual friends?
Oh, if I wanted to see a man, I'd be very likely to write and ask him to meet me.
What do you want to see him about?
That's my business.
That attitude don't get you anywhere.
What makes you think I want to get anywhere?
Don't you want to get out from under suspicion?
Are you telling me that I'm suspected of murdering Mal Jennings?
Right. Miss Boyne, where were you at 9 o'clock tonight?
Fly to him if you want to, darling. I'll back you up.
I was in Bill's car in front of Charlie's place.
Did you know she had a date with Jennings?
Yes, I knew that.
Funny, Bill, you didn't tell me anything about it. Miss Boyne, where were you immediately after 9 o'clock?
I sat in the car until a few minutes after 9. Then I walked around the block and went over to the Campanile. I was there when I heard the shot.
Where was Bill?
You'll have to ask him.
Where were you, Bill?
Where do you suppose I was? I was at the top of the Campanile. I used a .32 caliber revolver. The motive was jealousy. After committing the crime, I jumped over the side and landed in a fireman's net. Anything else you want to know?
I still want to know where you were at 10 minutes after 9.
I left Lillian in the car at 9 o'clock. I walked over to the campus daily, stayed there a while in the office, and then I started back.
2 empty cartridges, Captain. The other 4 chambers are loaded.
Well, where'd you find it?
Shuffled in the dressing room. In the bottom drawer underneath a pile of underwear.
.32 caliber. Same kind of a gun Jennings was killed with.
You don't know that gun was the one that killed Jennings?
Oh, we'll find out as soon as a bullet fired from this gun is compared with one taken from the body. Miss Boyne, is this your gun?
Yes.
When did you fire it last?
I've never fired it. That gun was given to me. I put it in my drawer and I never touched it again.
Was it fully loaded when it was given to you?
I have every reason to believe that it was.
Who gave it to you?
My father.
Why?
My home's in Nevada. My father,
a rancher, was a bit worried about my being alone here without any protection. That was his idea of protection. I don't even know how to fire it.
You say you were brought up on a ranch,
Yes.
and you never even learned how to fire a six-shooter?
No. I've never learned anything about any kind of a gun.
Well, that'll be about all for tonight. Let me warn you. Don't try and leave the city.
Listen, darling. All right.
No hard feelings, Annabelle?
No. Well, I guess I'll go home. I've got a headache.
If you went home an hour ago, you wouldn't have a headache.
I'll go jump in the lake. I'll see you in the morning.
All right.
Now, we'll call it off.
Can't use it. But somebody had to be there to do the shooting. Or did they, Bill?
Absolutely. Someone was there and shot him.
How'd he get away then?
Well, he couldn't have got away.
Oh, you think he's still there, eh?
Oh, he couldn't still be there. All right, go ahead and call me crazy. I've plenty of company on the police force.
But Dr. Hawley isn't going to handle the case, is he?
Not unless he gets someone to retain him.
That's good stuff about that Boyne girl. That gun. Probably no connection with the case. Did you meet her?
Yes?
Good looking?
She's swell. Listen, Grimes, I want to be taken off the police beat and devote all my time to this case.
All right, Bill. The keys to the city are yours. Good luck.
Thanks. Hey, Spud.
Yeah.
I want to give you a phone number. I'll be there about an hour. If anything breaks on a Jannings case, give me a ring, will you?
Okay.
Hey, and keep that number under your hat, too.
Right.
Good morning. Did I get you up?
Oh, I've been up for some time.
May I come in?
If you wish. There doesn't seem to be any law against men crashing into my apartment.
You know, if you're going to keep on treating me like a heel, maybe you'll tell me why. Oh, listen, Lillian, break down.
Please don't try to make love to me, Bill.
Who the dickens is trying to make love? All I want you to do is act human.
How did you know I was at Anne's?
Well, I saw your purse on the table, and I came back to make sure.
What difference does it make if I was there? Anne's a very dear friend of mine.
And I suppose your visit had nothing to do with what happened early in the evening.
Oh, we did talk about Mal Jannings, if that's what you mean.
Lillian, what about that gun?
Bill, you know just as much about it as I do. I told Mr. Kine all there is to tell about it.
Is there a chance it was used last night?
Are you here for an interview for your paper, or did you come hoping I confess to the murder?
Listen, you crazy little fool. This is serious. It's gone far enough. I want to help you.
I don't need your help. Hello? Yes? Just a minute. For you, Bill. You were pretty sure I let you in, weren't you?
Oh, a little bit. Hello?
Say, Bill, there's been another murder.
What? Another murder? Who?
Don't know. The call just came in. 201 Bell Building. You want me to go over there?
No, stay where you are. I'm on my way.
Bill, who?
I don't know, Lillian. I've got to run.
Bill! Bill!
I suppose you are from the police? Well,
Who's the gentleman on the floor?
are you a policeman?
No, I'm from the Times-Star.
Oh. Well, I have nothing to say until the police arrive.
Well, you better start talking, lady. Here they are.